Hello everyone, Duke here with part 11 of this Romano-British campaign, Total War Remastered, Barbarian Invasion. There we go, got that mouthful out of the way. So, we kick off with our closing in on our victory conditions. We've taken the settlement of Avaricum, and we have a strong garrison in it. We're building up the biggest walls we can to keep out these many hordes, the Sarmatians and the Goths. I knew that the Goths, in the end, would turn into a horde, but as the Sarmatians were coming this way as well, and they were at war, I thought, you know what, that doesn't bother me. Fine, off you go. We need Avaricum for our victory conditions, and we just need to take 3 more elsewhere. I think we have a good chance of taking Vickers Frankie after my disastrous attempts in the last episode. And then that'll be 12, and we just need 13 and 14. We can certainly get this one here, 13, and then number 14 will be anywhere, really. So I've got no money with which to do anything, which is obviously not a good position to be in. So I think I'll end the turn. Oh, look at that. The Goths went in and just exterminated Bertigala. Took down its stone walls, left a wooden palisade in its wake. Wow, I think our ship on the north of Jutland there is really doing the job. Oh my goodness me. That's not good. These are the Slavs. These are an emergent faction. I barely ever saw these when I used to play the game as a kid. I couldn't tell you much about them. But Horsart just tells me they're kind of Sarmatians, I suppose. Oh man, do we want to back off? I think we do. Because I've seen it before, they might just attack us to get into the town. I think we back off. Truly, I think that's the smartest thing to do here. Are they at war with them? They are at war with the Saxons. I think it's wise to pull back. I don't think there's any shame in it. I think we can't win that out in the field. We can't go around them onto that bridge and go on somewhere else. If I go there, I think we'll pull back because then, yep, I'm going to abandon it. I would like to have a spy there. So I'm going to get a spy. Oh, have we got one already? Perfect. You're up. We need to go keep an eye on that absolute chaos over there. Well, I don't know what the Sarmatian's going to do next here. I don't think they're going to attack this town, actually. I think they probably reckon we're too strong. Dalrider. Yeah, we can upgrade that now. Excellent. The hordes arrived, the Sarmatians. Yeah, I'm not convinced they'll attack us. Your Honor. I'm not convinced. I'm going to get spy and then some peasants. You swines have gone into the town. That's fine, because I think if we start the siege, we can eventually get in. That's not a tough garrison to overwhelm. I suppose I could have tried to get my spy in there, couldn't I? Should I lift the siege? Can I lift the siege? Break off the siege. Right, what's his odds of getting in? 100%. Good. It's only 1% chance we've got another spy in there. That is good. Sir, engage the enemy. Still no. You're kidding me. Shocking. Maybe next turn, eh? Alright, we've got this guy running up there. I want to keep an eye on this guy here. Fortunately, we've got this army pulling back. I think we'll be able to catch them wherever they go. I feel a bit sad that we haven't really been able to use this great faction leader for quite a while. But it's just hasn't really been the chance. These guys are so expensive. They're worth it, but wow, 1100 price tag is not cheap. Patrick introduces Christianity to Ireland. Patricius, or Patrick, has returned to Ireland with the gospel of Christianity. Formerly a slave there until the age of 16, Maven Sukat escaped and studied in monasteries across the mainland of Europe and changed his name to Patricius. He went back to Ireland, and as a result of command that, he received a dream. So we've already beaten them to the punch. We've already converted that to Christianity. And I've just noticed this. I'm going to get rid of all of it. It's too much. It's too much, darling. It's too much. It's too much. Oh, Avaricum's a bit rebellious. What's going on here, then? It's probably Squalor. It's probably Squalor. I'm enjoying this expansion, though, Barbarian Invasion. I'd definitely like to do another campaign in it. I may even push the boat out and try a Western Roman one. it is fun. It's definitely more of a challenge in the base game, for sure. As any faction. It's much more dynamic with these hordes. Like, content expansion is hard, also because of the religion. So I think, you know, that's why they make your victory conditions like you need 14 regions, because like 50 like you need in the base game is a really big ask. It's very difficult. I'm going to send these two here to see if they can retrain them. Oh no, hang on. Can I not retrain because of money? Oh, there's not enough people. Yeah, that's what I thought. Does this place have enough men? Yeah, it's got plenty. So let's see if they can afford it. No, I can afford one. Alright, it's a good start. Okay, I'm not much to do now. So I'll end the turn. I'm really interested to see if the Slavs go all out on the Saxons there. But if they go out with the Saxons, we're next on the chopping block. But this is what I mean, like, this is why expansion's hard, because sometimes in this stage of the campaign, there could be hordes all over the place. Like, there's no easy route of expansion. You're going to have to just hold out, beat back the hordes before you can then expand. Let's have a look. What's going on here then? Hello, hello, hello. What's all this then? Now, I can't remember how the Slavs appear. I don't know if they're just an emergent faction, as in after time they just spawn, or if it's one of those random ones. Oh, they've taken it, by the way. I don't know if you can see. It is now rebel. So if they go east, I'll go for it. If not, I will try our luck and go west. So what I'll do is... Oh, where did that Saxon army go? I don't know. I can't build a... Invalid position for a fort? It's wide open. Give over, will ya? Right. Okay. We can definitely take this by just storming it with our cavalry. I'm sure we can. Spies open the gate, so we just ride in and take it. Oh, I think I saw where the army was, by the way. Oh, I can't. I think the army that was here is now just south of the town we're attacking. So this shouldn't be too bad. Could get a bit gory. We're almost certainly going to take more losses than we would normally in the outfield because they'll fight to the last man. I wouldn't be surprised if a unit or two breaks, but I think if we send the general in as well, we'll get this. We just have numbers. If there was even one spear unit on the city centre, I'd probably wait. I've seen it before when I get a bit impatient and I try and take these settlements with even one spear unit on the centre. It's a nightmare. I still think our hardest enemy in this campaign so far were the Picts at the very beginning, or Celts, whatever they are. They were really tough. Really tough. I'm going to leave the really weak unit outside, because that has a risk of dying. I don't really want to lose it, because these have got good armor upgrades. Right, these guys, I'm going to send him. I'm going to keep the general at the back, so that he's not at risk of death. Ooh. We have a chance of taking out a unit here. Well, we'll just go past that then. Let's just keep pushing to the city centre. Or try and take out their general while he's out here. Just take that unit out. Can't avoid the losses from the arrow towers. Nothing we can do about that. Right, he's dead. Oh, we didn't even get the cutscene for the dead general. Oh, it's because he's still alive. Alright, come on everyone. Let's get in. Right, general... Ah, it looks like we're fighting something. I think it's that unit's come down the walls. But it's running, so don't have to worry about it. Right, everyone in, but General, I'm going to hold you back because I don't want you to actually die, because that could genuinely cause such a break that we all run away. I can definitely see that happening. So, let's just push. Yeah, you guys, if you're going this way, that's actually not a bad idea. Down he goes.
And now his men fear us. It is time to press the attack.
Yeah, we just got the numbers here. We're going to win. Gosh. All Rome will be amazed. All Rome. Yeah. I don't think Rome are going to be too pleased with us. Yeah, in this game, you've got the Western Romans and the Eastern Romans as per the split. And Eastern Romans aren't too bad, because they don't really have too many hordes to deal with. They have the Sassanids. That's kind of it. Once the Sassanids are dead, they're kind of okay. And the Sassanids don't turn into hordes, they're just a rival empire. It's the Western Romans who have an absolute mare of a time. Right, we have to exterminate. Oh, that's quite satisfying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of population. We're going to have to exterminate. There's nothing. I mean, look at this. Red 0, 1600. It's just not going to happen. We need to exterminate. And we'll get loads of money for it too. So do that. We should have enough men in the city to then retrain. I'm going to get peasant unit, and I'm going to start. I'm not even going to get the walls here. I'm going to get this arena. Try and get public order under control.
Your Honor.
There's no other faction agents in this settlement.
Your Honor.
I'm going to send this guy out. We're definitely going to be at war with the Franks soon. Ah, there's the enemy general, enemy unit, enemy whatever. There. I think these are the remnants of that army we tried attacking before as well. He's trapped by those rebels, so I'll have to fight them. I'm going to ignore him for now. He can't get into any settlement here, so I might as well retrain my men, then attack him later.
General.
I'm going to keep this army in the woods. And if they go east, like I say, we'll go up towards Campus Burgundy. If they come this way, we pull back Châtillon. The only thing is, yeah, we're not going to know exactly which settlement they're going to go for. Certainly seems to me as well that they have given up on. These are a bit expensive to keep. I'm going to get rid of these. I think they've certainly given up on taking Avaricum. As fun as it would be to try and bleed them dry, I don't think they're going to try it. What's this brown? Who's that? The Vandals. Oh, we haven't seen those yet. Right. We've got quite a bit of money. Let's check the building page. Eboricum. As about you get. It's funny, there was a time I desperately needed like all the military buildings here because this was our front line. Now it's so secure and safe. I don't think we can go too wrong with more farmland. Campus Châtillon. No. Colonia Agrippina. Ooh. Get Pagan Temple. We get this. We get a bigger. Oh, I think a bigger dockyard would be quite good. And again, some roads. No, let's get the dockyard done. Let's get the really expensive buildings done. And here, let's. How about? Yeah, let's get the roads. Right, 70% is comfortable for this, but it's red. But it doesn't tend to rebel on red. I don't think this guy's too unpopular. Yeah, oh yeah, okay, he is. Yes, he is. But he was the only man we had at the time able to take command of the army. Right, how many regions do we have? 12. We need 2 more. And this needs to hold. Building up epic walls, which would certainly do a lot of damage to any would-be attacker. Oh, we've got a new merchant. Look at that, eh? What's he getting? £6 a turn. Well, thank you. I might as well just use him as a spy, if I'm honest with you.
Loud and clear.
Yeah, you can even go in the sea. In you go. Thank you.
I will speak with them at once.
Because merchants can just wander in and out of cities at will. Basically spies. But they can't open the gates for you. That's a heck of a garrison in there. This game, though, once you get rid of the hordes, I think if you're with the Romans and you manage to whittle the hordes down to nothing, the game does become substantially in your favour because the Roman roster is good. Late roster, anyway. I think like things like Limitania or whatever at the beginning are pretty naff. Once you get the Sarmatian Auxiliary like we have, and the actual Comitatanses, I think they're called, I think then it's like a completely different game. You can just steamroll by that point. But you have to survive, that's the thing.
At your service.
Okay, that's my guess anyway. Never actually done it. Alright, the Sarmatians are going away. Don't know if I'm... Well, of course I'm happy about that. It's just... There's no just, really. It's just keeping armies out in the open is still very dangerous for us.
Dear friend.
Ooh. I'm going to counter offer. How about... We're doing very demanding. That was your idea. Morn.
We see no benefit to
That's not be a good thing. That was your idea, mate. I'm not paying you tribute. Besides, they're going to attack us anyway. That would have been money down the drain to pay them, as far as I'm concerned. They're not going to honour it because we're at war. We have a border. It's an unfortunate and annoying feature of these early games. There's no point at all trying to hope for the best and hope an alliance will hold. It's just not. It's an unfortunate consequence of the mechanics. They look like they're coming west to me. Right, this place is built up again nicely. This needs to retrain another unit of cav. Then we might even try our luck and try and attack here. Vigus Alamani. Right, who's done some building? Oh, the Saxons and the Alamani are no longer friends. The Franks and the Saxons are. Right, I think everyone's building. Oh, no. Samo Rebuva. You can get... What rotation? We turned it very agricultural, though, up here in Britannia. Look at that. You can see all the farmland we've built. I think we've maxed out. Oh, no, we haven't maxed out. But look at all that trade coming out of Londinium. Our home. Oh, look at that. I didn't bring this guy over. How about we send him to... I'm going to send it to this army here. They could do with another backup general. Yeah, they're coming west. Let's pull back to Campus Châtillon. Come up with a plan. So Sarmatians to the east, Sarmatians and Slavs to the east, Sarmatians and Goths to the south here, or west. I think this is the only place we can actually expand. Could try Berdigala, but like I said, that's not going to be easily taken with a battle. And while we're out in the open, we can easily be attacked. Let's send the spy out just to keep an eye on what they're all up to.
Out of move, sir.
The Romans aren't quitting without fight. Sarmatians on their way south. There's no easy pickings either. We could raise an army and save Vicus Saxones and sail it over to here, but I think the best thing to do is attack these. We're going to get attacked anyway, so I don't feel bad about doing it. Monthly races. And make this place really happy when we leave it. Let's get loads of cavalry in that army. Push south. Look at this guy, Wotacorix, was once the man we kept alive because he was the only young person left and promised to keep the faction alive. Now he's young. He is old. I wonder if this is actually converting Sarah. It got quite a few... it's just too high. I can't do much about it. To get rid of these buildings would also cause an awful lot of damage. It's the neighbouring regions alone is doing it. I think we'll be fine without it. I truly do. It would be nice to convert. We've got the home islands under control with Christianity. That's good enough. Some of the Roman settlements are Christian, but not many. I think, like, Italy is Christian. I think the rest of the empire is pagan. Just to make things even harder. Another spy. Can't have too many.
Your Honor.
Your Honor. Spying. Yeah, Sarmatians are heading off. I wonder who they're going after now. I think that's... It was the Vandals, wasn't it? But they must have been pushed out. Yeah, it's Sarmatian now, from what I can see. But I didn't see a message saying that the Slavs were... they turned into a horde again. Oi. Ooh. Saxon army. Anyone remember that King Arthur film with Clive Owen back in like 2000? I used to roleplay that in this game as a kid with like the Western Romans. No, yeah, it would have been as the Western Romans, obviously. But they were like they were meant to be like Sarmatian knights or something. And when I saw like Sarmatian auxiliary in the Western Roman roster, I was like, it's a link. It's King Arthur.
Let us end the bloodshed.
And I'll take it for map information and a bit of money. I actually just want the map information, if I'm honest with you. Yeah,
Very
cool.
well.
Yeah, and then I tried to roleplay as the Sarmatians and pretended that I was, like characters in that game. I don't know how I was pretending. Just, gets you in the mood for a certain faction playstyle. That was a good film. That was a bit cheesy poo, but it was good fun. You had Mads Mikkelsen playing. Oh, who did he play? I can't remember the name of the knight. You had Ray Winstone playing Bors. Ray Stevenson was one of the other. I can't even remember. I can't even remember the guy. I know the face. I could pick him out in a lineup, obviously, but I couldn't tell you his name right now. The guy who played Lancelot. This guy, the same guy who played Hornblower, and he was. I can't remember his name. Patrick? He's a Welsh actor. I know that.
Secrecy is assured.
Then you had. Oh my days! What is wrong with my? I'm usually a whiz with actors' names, and they're all leaving my head today. I'm trying to remember the guy who plays the villain. Alexander Skarsgård. There you go. Oh, it's his name. Finally, man worth killing. Let's get these guys in. Well, actually, not just yet. Well, we need to fight the Saxon army, which is no problem.
Your honor.
I'm gonna send this guy out here.
Spying.
Keep an eye on the crossroads here, so we know what's coming. If it... Base is held. Yeah, there's nothing like the Vandals being on the move again. So did they ever hold it? They did. The map told us they did. The map wouldn't lie. So, anyone else building? Tara. Yeah, you don't need these military places anymore, so you can fix that up, and then I will put in. Wait for him. Get some of those there, and we're fully building. Good. We're not super rich. It's partly because our roster is very expensive, and I'm just going all out on Sarmatian auxiliaries. Right, no Hearthguards, so that's good to see. I think we'll be okay. Here we go. Done. I think it would be really fun to do a Western Roman campaign in this. I don't know if I'm ready, but I'm sure as hell going to give it my best shot. And have to be very hard. If only to be able to say I've done it. Because then I think if you could do very hard Western Romans in this game, this expansion, I think then you can say I've done the hardest this game has to offer in some ways. Although some of the factions in the base game are very hard as well. Such as the Seleucids are very hard, very difficult. Parthians I hear are very difficult. Numidia, we've done Numidia though. I've done that. Shameless advert for my own campaign, but yes, a couple of months ago now, I did Numidia. Very hard, and won. Check that out. It didn't take me too long. I think it was just everything. It was just a dream campaign. I couldn't believe how well it went. I don't even know why I started doing it, because I knew I thought deep down, I was like, I don't have a chance of winning that. Still went for it and managed to do it. And that was with a worse roster than this. Like, yeah, this is great. We are just pushing. It's just a slaughter for the Saxons right now. Let's not get cocky. Yeah, get the general back. Right, you guys swing around, get the spears. You guys come this way. Try and take up the Saxon kill here. Oh no, but that's what I wanted. Yeah, I want to just hit them in the side and make them break, which they have done. Yeah, let's mop up a lot of this stuff. Keep some units back. You attack the archers. Oh, camera's turning very quickly. Right, kill them. Whoa! The swines! Can you believe it? Wait for my general. Absolute cheek of it. Oh, they are definitely getting wiped out now. That was very, 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 very rude. That was a kind of tactics 8-year-old me would do.
Enemy army is in flight.
Just go for their general.
This is a heroic victory, worthy of Roman arms.
Worthy of Roman arms. Oh, that's great. We've just taken out so many turns worth of recruitment for them. In like the blink of an eye. It won't cost us much to retrain everything and be back into fighting shape next turn. Whereas them, it's going to take, I think that was like 10 units. It's going to take 10 turns to get all that back. Okay. Yeah, Slavs are coming this way. Not good. At least we'll be able to get a sense of which city they're going after. Hopefully it's actually this one. I think we'd have a better chance of defending because Saxon is. If that is what they attack, we should probably reinforce it. Might even send one of these. Yeah, I think with a few heavy cavalry units in each, both can hold. Your Honor. Your Honor. Get diplomat, see if I can get map information of these guys. Oh yeah, well, yeah, we can see the map information they gave us. Western Rome still have all of Italy, apart from here. Most of Spain, but they lost this to the Western Roman rebels. Well, I'm going to end the turn, just to wait further developments. Not really much to do here. Oh, okay. Maybe they're going back towards the Saxon lands. Alright, they're taking back the Roman settlement. I suppose if the Goths gone and the Sarmatians gone, it is actually a viable settlement to take. I'll let the Romans wear themselves out doing it. Alright, what's this? Is he good? Why not? Eastern Roman rebels and the Franks. Tattered. Tattered. Is he a good governor? He's more for fight.
Fleet ready. Yes, Captain.
Yes, Captain.
Orders. Yes, Captain. Off the boats.
Off the boats.
Sir.
Yeah, he can come this way then. I think someone needs to be a second in command here. Oh, mind you, yeah, these Gold Knights, I don't know why I still got these. They're mercenaries, but too expensive. And here, I think... Eastern Rome is the most advanced. No, good for them. Oh, I got the epic stone wall in Avaricum. Not going to be easy for them to get through now. Dalrider, let's get you your walls. Because Frankie, get you some votes. Right, are we good to march? I think we are. Let's go there, build 4. Let's get some more games. Daily games. Absolute orgy of slaughter. And I have a diplomat over here. I wanted to try and talk the Eastern Romans again. Trade rights? Map information? Or my map information? An alliance? No, okay, they don't want to give it up. Fashion treasury modest. But they're just not giving up map information. Shame. Shame. on the use of Romans for such incivility. Shame.
General.
Right. Oh, we just need 2 more. This is what I mean in this game. It's not easy to find those extra 2 if you need them. Could go after the Alemanni, but the Slavs are out in force here, so it's a bit of a gamble. I don't fear these Frankish armies. A lot of them are peasants.
General.
I think if we go for it, we can. Yeah, we can definitely take this settlement.
Engage the enemy.
Definitely going to go for it. And yeah, I'll keep the spy. Oh, those mountains are blocking my view, but I want to just see what. I just want to keep an eye on the Sarmatians, make sure they don't get up to any mischief, so we can follow them. So if they do make a U-turn and come back towards us by a different road, we'll see it. They've done it before, and they'll do it again. Slavs pushing south, might be going after the Alemanni. Seem to be passing Campos Lombardi. That's a lot of stacks. We haven't seen the Huns yet, who I believe are still in the game. You think that Eastern Romans would really be keen to treat with us because we are Romans. Like, we're a fellow Latin or fellow Roman faction in a dangerous world. But
General.
forgot about this dude. But I think if we get a Sarmatian unit in there, we'll be alright. Oh, a Berber diplomat. We haven't seen them yet. Wait for me. How are the Huns doing? Have they settled? No. Are they still in the game? Yes, but they've lost a lot of men. They lost a lot of good men. I was thinking earlier, it seems to be pretty periodic that that Britannia, as the Romano-British, just spawns new stacks. They seem to have some triggers, and other times not so much. Maybe it's if the Saxons encroach in your land anywhere, you get a new stack. I don't know. Campus Chetty, I know. Not here, not there. Get some. Yeah, I'll get baths. Wash those stinking barbarians. At least give them the appearance of good Roman stock. The Sarmatians have settled. Look at that. They've taken Arlis, but no garrison in there. If we had an army and a navy, we could plonk in and take it. These guys could. These guys could just go bonk bonk into there, take it. Ah, here's the Vandal settlement. That's what I was looking for. That's... yeah, I'm not going crazy.
Your Honor.
Your Honor.
Watching and waiting.
New homeland for the Sarmatians. Yeah. We'll see how long it lasts. But it's also why it's hard to kill horde factions in this game, because if you take the last settlement, quite often they just make a bunch of new stacks and move on somewhere else. But they get a bit weaker each time. But to actually wipe them out does take considerable effort. Right. Let's attack. It's going to take 8 turns, but I think they'll send an army to try and save them. Oh, hang on. Maybe I could try to get a spy in there.
Master. Spying. Imperator.
Yep.
Engage the enemy.
Right, they have opened the gate, but that is way too tough for me. Francisca Hiraban, Sword Hiraban. Yeah, these are tough. Well, they're not. So I hope this army comes and tries to take us on, because I think taking them on each one at a time as I come on, I think we can do that. War! Our ancestors demand it. Oh, we just need to push and take... I reckon it'll be these two that we take in the end. Right, in the turn. See what happens. Absolute comedy it would be if someone just plonked in and took the Sarmatian settlement back from them. It wouldn't kill them. The hordes can't die from losing their last settlement, like like normal factions. They die when the last of their family leaders dies, I believe. In fact, yeah, I think that is the only way you can kill them. Kill their last family member. Hey! Okay. I reckon with the 2 Sarmatian auxiliaries we've recruited, we can take that on. Alaman's coming this way. Aha! Unlucky Saxons. That's good for us. It weakens the Saxons. We'll make 2 rebel settlements in between us. I think the Saxons have been pushed all the way back to the steppe. So they're really in trouble. I don't think they're ever going to be as powerful as they were. And if we take out the last Saxon army that's attacking us, I think that's the last we're going to see of them for quite a while. Because we just took out that big stack of theirs. Alright, a few things to do here. Got that army coming. What I'm going to do... So first of all, I'm going to send these guys to liberate this settlement. Yep, under my command, that's fine, because I think with 2 Sarmatian auxiliaries, we should be able to win this. So first of all, we're going to do this. Then, I'm going to move all the other remaining cavalry down south to where the Franks are going. Because I think then they can hold the settlement. I don't think these guys are going to make it back in time, but the one in the city might. And then we're just going to keep the siege going at that Frankish settlement. I was hoping to just get attacked and weaken them there, but I don't think that's happening. Right, start the battle, wait for the reinforcements to come in. Do not care about the peasants.
Send them to fight. Dishearten the enemy.
Right, don't run. You're just going to attack yourself. Right, so right, let's go deal with that first. But yeah. Right, now let's get back. It's always nice to actually catch a unit when it's charging in the rear, because then it has absolutely no stability. Right, that's it, pop them up. They just seem to be sending them down one at a time. Right. Hey! How he lost to a peasant. He died, I repeat, to a peasant. A peasant. He died. He deserved that. Not even going to be sad. Right, they're going to withdraw. A peasant. I don't know if I've ever had that. I don't know if I've ever had a general die to a peasant. Marcus the Glass-Boned dies as he lived. Prone to human touch. Oh, no, so we can. Okay, these guys can make it back. Cool. I'll do that. I'll move these guys in there. I will move these guys in there. I will move these 3 in there. Retrain what's in there. Cool. Now I can send one. I'm happy to send 1 unit. Nah, let's be safe. I'll send. Who's in charge? Calporus. Cool name. Well, I'm going to send just 3 units. Step out. Hunt down the last of him. I don't want him to annoy me and come back. Oh yeah, of course, I forget. Obviously, we'll get reinforced, so I don't need to be too precious about who I sent. But yeah, this guy can't withdraw anymore, so he must fight. And if we kill him, that's it. If he somehow manages to escape, again, by just fleeing after a fight, I'm going to be very annoyed, and we'll have to deal with him later.
Gods be praised! The reinforcements are here! Send them to fight! Dishearten the enemy!
Dishearten the enemy! I think the best thing to do is just go for it.
The gods be
Got him.
praised! The enemy general is
Done. We don't need to do anymore. He's dead, so his unit dies. I think this loading screen took longer than the battle. Nice. It's a good day with so many barbarians to kill. Yeah, I reckon with 5 Sarmatian Auxilia, we can hold the settlement against that easy. And they've got large stone walls. It's not going anywhere. Meanwhile, yeah, let's go and talk to this Berber. And see what all sorts of secrets come tumbling out. Cool. Next state. Right. Okay, they took the city. Sarmatians aren't coming this way. Vandals should have gone for it there. They really should have done that. I think the Sarmatians are going to try and take there again. That's the thing. So I'm tempted to try and take Verdigala. But if Sarmatians go either this way or that way, that's going to screw things up. Alright, not much to do this turn. Our faction leader's 91. What a dude. Oh, he is? Okay, I think we were wise to stay put. Yeah, the Vandals not going for it and attacking the Sarmatians. Maybe they're not at war. But even so, you would, wouldn't you, right? How often do you see that? A free settlement. Hey! Right, the elements are coming for us now. Right.
General.
That's not too bad an army, actually, to fight. Just 5 Sarmatian Auxiliaries. There's a lot of peasants. And these raiders, which aren't too tough. I think the 5 cavalry units could win. I really do. Let's keep a close eye on these Sarmatians. These mountains are a bit in the way. Save the game quick, just because I haven't done it in a while.
Fleet ready. Yes, Captain.
Yes, Cap. What's this? Eburicum. Get that. Don't need any of those. Get some roads, I guess. Avaricum, you're fine. So I can't afford anything anyway. Okay. Western Roman rebels and the Sarmatians, best buds. I should go for it. I think we should try. Yeah, this will be good. To win. Might be a promotion in it for him if he wins. As long as he doesn't die to some rando peasant. How embarrassing! Of all that peasant who was running away. Well, he just tripped him. Right. I say we sort of throttled our way at one side. Try and take out... If we take out that spear unit nice and quick, then we can punch through, take out their cavalry. Oop, wanted to kick. Later. Yeah, nice. Crush this heavy spear unit. Push on, take out the mercenary foederati. Push on, take that out. Not going to too bother about the peasants. It's only a lot of them, but it doesn't really matter. Alright, you know what? If they want to dance, let's dance. Let's form up. Let's get ourselves back into shape again. Right. You guys go that way. Let's mop up some of these peasants as they come on. Yeah, I just want to take out these units. What are these? Heavy infantry. Well, it's just rats in a barrel, all these peasants, isn't it? These are the custom battles I used to design for myself as a kid. Just waves of peasants, and then I feel so badass afterwards. And I give myself all the armor and weapons upgrades and experience upgrades. And then just fight a stack of peasants. Right, General, you get out of there. Right, I think you can leave that alone now. You go after them, you go after them. I'll come back for the rest of the infantry, but right now I'm going to mop up their peasants to destroy the stacks. Right. Oh, they're not mine. Just realised. This blue banner looks very similar to ours. Right, they've got missiles, so let's be careful. Yeah, I think we've wiped enough of everything else that if we destroy these last units, they are out. It's nice when you finally figure out a roster's units and how to use them properly. Like we have here. It took some time getting used to how to use these knights. But I think we've got it down now.
The enemy general flees. Press forward.
I mean, you can never go too wrong with heavy cavalry. But...
The enemy show that.
Well, I think that'll do. 2% left. I'm not a barbarian.
Gods have favored you. The enemy are destroyed. Your victory is complete.
I just love that message. It's complete. Love that enthusiasm. Absolute hype, man. Right. Down it goes. I might even send it down to take on this. And yeah, it's tempting to send a general to command it, but I'm just going to hope they're going to stay loyal, I think. Because now that they've sent that army out there and it's been destroyed, this has opened up.
Can I be of service?
Yes, you can. Let's get trade lines. I'll offer the map information in central information.
Regretfully, we must decline.
Ooh, come on.
Regretfully, we must decline.
I shall speak with them at once.
Regretfully, we must decline.
Maybe when we got a bit more money. I just want to know what they're up to. Just being nosy. Right, the Alemans are coming. We can intercept with this army. Saxons holding out in desperation. Hey, you scared them off. Good. Get back. Still haven't taken the settlement. Alright. Ooh, I was wondering if that was their faction A and faction leader in there. Then it would have spelt the end for them. What I could do is go spy on this settlement. They're not sending anything down this way, which makes me think they might be in trouble. What's this? Is this Alabani land? Yeah. At first I thought this red meant Western Romans. I thought, no way. Like the Burgundii. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, they look quite Roman.
Orders.
Yeah. I'm going to check something. Military ranking of the Burgundii. Very low. That might be everything they have. That's going to take 6 turns to take. I'm going to try and get this general to there to help them get some mercs to get in quicker. The Sarmatians are definitely going after Berdagala. And I really want to see what the Berbers are up to. So I'm going to try again. This time I'm going to offer 1,000.
A most generous
Yeah,
proposal.
there we go. Whoa! Not bad. Look at that. Even took this island. That's cool. That was worth £1,000. Let's get these walls. Let's get these roads. No pirates here. Not on my watch. Look at all this trade we've got going on. We are rich.
Yes, master.
It's going to be so satisfying seeing this Saxon settlement go down. Although I have probably got this merchant killed. Sorry. Western Romans and the Vandals. Western Roman rebels and the Vandals now allied. I wonder if... it doesn't look like they're coming this way, this last for now. I'm going to send my 92-year-old general this way. Maybe to intercept this guy. Yeah. I don't think we need a garrison this size here anymore. I think they can move on and do something else. Yeah, I can go south. The towers you go. Yeah, I can see all of this now. And it looks safe. Right, end the turn. I wonder if my general will make it to 100. Some ancient centurion, I suppose. There's a proper word for someone who is to 100. Old. No. There's a word for it. I can't remember. Oh, they've done it. Oh, of course it would be when I... Yeah, they're coming for us now. Maybe they're going for the elements. I don't know. Alright, what do you want?
Greetings.
Trade fights. Yeah, I suppose. How about map information?
Would you consider
No.
a most generous proposal?
I know roughly where they are. Right, that's interesting.
Yes, master.
this is now, yep, Saxon capital. It's probably all they have left.
Imperator!
Where's that spy gone? There he is.
Your Honor.
Ooh, I was kind of hoping they'd left it undefended.
Spying. Yes, Master. On my way.
Could still make it there. Never know.
Prepare for battle! Imperator! Joining forces!
Oh, perfect. I thought it was going to take one more turn. Can he get any marks? No. Ah.
Orders!
Well, there goes that plan.
Imperator!
Like these, him, I might, Flavius, I think, actually might be safer just to have you back here,
Onward!
just in case. I don't really know what these guys are up to. Oh, Campus Physii upset. Should probably get some peasants in there to replace those mercs. Then do some building. Alright. Yeah, we've got the last two settlements we need under siege. It's just got to be patient. It'd be cool to get it while he's still alive. I don't know why I'd really like that, but it just would be cool. As long as he can survive 5 turns. At his age, that is asking a lot. I think at his age in this time, even a paper cut will send him off. And I do have him camped out in the freezing cold on a bridge in the middle of Germany. Not exactly a care home. You going to do it? Are you going to attack the elements? I don't think they are. I think they're going to go past them. Still alive. What a trooper. New family member Aurelia. Some peace. Saxons and Sarmatians have called it quits.
Your Honor, on my way.
Yep. This is their faction leader. Yeah, they're out the game. This is just a town. They won't be able to get many good units now. Yeah, they're basically out of the game. Good. I shall let them live.
General!
In a cool act of mercy.
Sir! Sir!
Alright, what if we can get an infantry unit down to them? Here.
Imperator! Orders! Imperator!
How's it going to take? Yeah, 4 turns. We could just go here.
Your Honor, on my way. Watching.
There's no one in there.
Waiting.
Yeah, might as well head this way then.
Orders! General!
And I might even just send cavalry to try and really catch up.
Imperator! Forward!
Try and get there before the Sarmatians even notice. And
Your Honor.
yeah, just need 2 more regions. I reckon if things hold like this, we've got this in the next episode. I can't do it today. I do have to jump off. But we are close. Very close indeed. If that army sieges out, we'll crush it. And here, if we can get into the settlement, we'll win. I didn't get a spy in now, unfortunately. I didn't have one left. And there's no mercenaries around. Just a bit annoying. But we might be able to get this settlement. And then, yeah, 4 turns, including 4 turns to get that one, and then we're done. Flavius, hang in there, man. Come on.
Yes, master.
So yeah, I'm going to end it there. But so yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, guys. We have taken Vickers Frankie at last, and quite a bit of fighting against the Saxons and the Franks, but no more ground taken up to that. But the Slavs have destroyed the Saxons here, pushing back their last town over here, way out of reach, and a little town with no facilities really. They're not coming back, so they're out the game. Now we just need to take these 2 Frankish settlements and call this a victory for the Romano-British. So don't miss out, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.